Israel is that its cabinet will convene Tuesday to approve the US-brokered ceasefire deal that could see Israeli troops withdraw from southern Lebanon, with Hezbollah ending its presence south of the Litani River. The Lebanese army would then move in thousands of troops to patrol the border region alongside the UN peacekeeping force UNIFIL, while the ceasefire agreement would be monitored by an international committee of 5 nations, including France, and chaired by the United States. Israel's envoy confirming the development.
Forward on this front, as I said many times, our goal was very clear, which is to push Hezbollah north of the Litani River. We haven't finalized it, but we are moving forward. I assume that the cabinet will meet today or tomorrow to discuss it. And I think for us it's important what will happen after, that Hezbollah will not be allowed to come back to the fence, and we will do whatever is necessary to guarantee it. We learned the lessons from 2006, lessons from Resolution 1701, and we will make sure that we will have the ability to neutralize any threat that will not be dealt in southern Lebanon. I hope that the Lebanese army will take care of that in the future.
And while there appears to be momentum between Israel and Lebanon, a long-proposed ceasefire deal between Hamas and Israel in Gaza that could see the remaining hostages released remains in limbo, as the Security Council again met on this file Monday.
Allow for a repeat of 7th October Hamas attacks and their aftermath. We must treat Gaza and the West Bank as a whole, integral to the vision of an independent Palestinian state, and avoid repeating the political and administrative divides of the past. We must preserve and strengthen the Palestinian Authority and its institutions. We must create the space for a political solution, not a violent one. If the forces seeking to undermine a two-state solution are successful, the collapse of the relevant principles and institutional structures will have a ripple effect that could spread far beyond the Middle East.
While countries also weighed in on the ICC decision to issue arrest warrants against Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant.
It has abandoned its mission of justice. It has reduced itself to a political weapon, targeting democracies while turning blind eye to the atrocities of the world's worst regimes. This is not justice. It is diplomatic terrorism.
Fundamentally rejects the International Criminal Court's decision to issue arrest warrants for senior Israeli officials. We have been clear that the ICC does not have jurisdiction over this matter, and we are deeply concerned by the prosecutor's rush to seek arrest warrants, as well as troubling process errors that led to this decision. Moreover, this decision does not make the pursuit of peace any easier.
Developments of recent days, as a firm and committed supporter of the ICC, Malta will abide by its obligations as a party to the Rome Statute.
This move gives hope to Palestinians and free people around the world. Algeria stresses that this measure represents an important step and tangible progress towards ending decades of impunity and immunity for the Israeli occupier.
I thank you for...
With the Palestinian envoy taking aim at claims that the ICC decision was anti-Semitic.
Against him has nothing to do with his faith and everything to do with his crimes. Stand up to his divergence and distortions, to his smearing, his threats, and his attacks. The ICC, the ICJ, this Council, and the General Assembly, the Secretary General, and the United Nations are not anti-Semitic. I repeat, they are not anti-Semitic. And Netanyahu's efforts to frame efforts to uphold international law as anti-Semitic must be firmly rebuked.
Republican U.S. senators have expressed their hostility to the court's decision, threatening not only to sanction the ICC, but parties to the Rome Statute that assist the court in effecting the arrest warrants, including key U.S. allies Canada, France and the UK, among others. Shervin Ricebees, SABC News, New York.